So this is Graham. I'm here in Escondido taking a look at a leak, and this customer just went solar about a month ago. And again, massive rainstorm came through, and you can see the tarp up here up top. And essentially what's going on is they're getting leaks in their garage from just literally right after going solar. So what we're trying to do is diagnose and figure out exactly what's going on and where the water's coming in. We've had 2 techs from the solar company come out and take a look, and haven't been able to figure out exactly where it's coming in. So let me give you a clue on how to actually diagnose. So what I like to do is I like to find landmarks. So right here is where the water was coming in. So right down this wall and on the inside. So then you take a look at that. It's roughly from the edge of that patio to right here. It's roughly like 27 feet. So I take a tape measure, measured from that wall all the way out, okay, all the way out here to this spot right here. It's 27 feet. So then from that spot all the way to right here, that spot, it's about 23 and a half feet. So then what I'm gonna do, take my tape measure and run it in that corner, and then figure out 23 and a half feet how far in it is. So then what I'll end up doing is getting up on the roof and then starting to get a landmark exactly of where the water's coming in. The issue with leaks is this, and this is what I was telling the homeowner. They just bought this place like 2 months ago, so they had it inspected. No problems with the roof, no problems with nothing. But you look at that, I mean, you have windows, you got doors, you got a patio deck, you've got a chimney penetration. I mean, you've got a lot of penetrations there where the water could come in. So you got all the penetrations from the solar, so we have no clue. But the best thing to do is get your landmarks measured out, then get up there and start to investigate and diagnose from there. So that's what I'm doing. Essentially, the biggest issue I find too is when you have walls like that, you have a roof, and then you have a wall with a window through it. A window, all it is it's a hole in the wall with glass. And so if that window isn't done properly, or the flashing blows out over the course of time, I mean, it can cause all kinds of leaks and all kinds of problems. So my guess is that it probably has something to do with those windows up there. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a look at that and maybe pull some tiles up, get a look at the underlayment, see how things are looking, and we'll go from there. So we'll see. Hang tight. So I measured 23 and a half feet in the garage, and from the edge of the garage over there to here, 23 and a half feet. So this is the master wall. That's one last landmark. Went ahead and put the tape up against the wall there. Okay, so I'm gonna use that wall. I know that the leak is coming in up against that wall, but I need to know from that edge how far out I need to measure. So we're about 9.5 feet in from this edge is where the leak's coming in. Next landmark, so it was leaking right underneath that cork board, right there, over there in the garage. So that's the edge that I was measuring from to about where that cork board is, about 5 feet. So 9.5 feet by 5 feet from that section is where that leak is coming in. So now I've got my landmarks together, so I can go from this corner right there, 5 feet this way, 9.5 feet that way, and that's where the leak's coming in. So there's the edge of the corner right there. All right, so if I pull my tape out, that's about 5 feet from right here over to there, right? And then I said 9.5 feet. Well, 9.5 feet. You got that corner right there, boom, boom, boom. And we are right there, about 9.5 feet in. So the water literally, where it's coming down, is right here in this spot. So here's what we got. We have tiles that are sealed, and we have a bit of concrete mortar that's come loose underneath here. So when water comes down, and the volume of water that we had, it is like 3 or 4 inches in a short period of time. So you can see how it's kind of slanted back. You could potentially have water just going back there and just moving back. And he said it was a fast leak, man. So it was just coming in. So in this area right here, this area may need to be reworked. There could also be a hole in felt paper underneath in this area. The other option is, boom, right here. We got a solar panel right above here. Okay, this is where the water's coming in, so it has nothing to do with this tarp over here at all. And so our solar techs that came out were trying to identify where the leak was coming in. May not even be in that area, man. So if you look over here, this could be a spot, or this could be a spot, and it's traveling all down the wall inside, all the way down, trickling all the way down. So when we look at what penetrations are close by, and do we have any broken tiles, you know? So we have to look underneath, you know, do we see anything? We got one penetration here. We got a corner where there's a break in the tile, and this could actually be it right here, you know, where this tile, field tile right here stops. And you got like an end cap right here, and there's this gap right in there. So this gap right above here is where water could just be coming right in. So there may have been a flashing here at one point, and then when the solar was installed, it was removed. You know, this cable, whatever this is, may be the cause of that. So there's also, looks like there's some plastic, there's a broken tile up there, more than likely that might be causing an issue too. So there's a number of different things in here that could be causing the problem. I do not think it has anything to do with these windows over here based on the location. I think we're good there. And based on the location of these panels, no water is making it to that wall inside the garage, and there's just no way. So we'll remove this and possibly put it in a different location. So, all right, so I identified the leak to be up on the second story, up here, up in that area, and not here underneath this tarp. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the tarp, throw the sandbags down there, get rid of the tarp, and allow these solar panels to keep on working for the homeowner. All right, so I just did my overall assessment, got the tarp off the solar, got the sandbags off the roof, did a walkthrough of everything. Looks like there's about 20 to 25 broken tiles, yeah, down here on this lower section. And if there's 20 or 25 around this array, there's probably 20 up top. So my guess is that there's about 50 broken tiles on the roof that need to be replaced. And I just checked the underlayment. You know, in this section here, it looks pretty good. So what I mean by pretty good, it looks like there's been some sort of repair lately. You know, it's black, it doesn't scratch, there's no holes, stuff like that. So that's this section. So let me pull up here. So the underlayment, I don't know if you can see that or not. There you go. Yep. Has been replaced in this section here. Now check this out. When I pull it up here, it looks gnarly. So I don't know if you can see that, but that has definitely not been replaced. Looking pretty bad. Section over here, let's see what this looks like. Totally wore out. That is not something you do not want solar on top of that. So not looking good. Okay, so all in all, the underlayment in most of these sections was not done. Probably what we're gonna end up doing, and what I'm gonna recommend, is the solar company come and pull panels off on this top section. We'll go ahead and come in and pull the tiles off, redo the underlayment and the flashing in that section. They can come back and put the tiles back, or I'm sorry, the panels back, and we'll just reseal and redo this section over here as well, as part of that. So that's going to be my estimate. So for now, I'm gonna get rid of these sandbags and this tarp and get with my client, and we'll get this rolling for him.
So, what went wrong? The issue is actually due to a lack of attention to detail during the inspection when the site surveyor of the solar company came to assess the area of the roof where the solar was going to be installed. It seems that he made a judgment based on the one slope that was already repaired and did not actually take the time to assess all the other slopes. A mistake like this is actually costing now the homeowner a headache and the solar company money to repair.
Thank you for watching. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Ready to book your free inspection? Check the link in the description box for more information.